Have you ever noticed how one sentence can change the way you think? Someone will say, there's no money in landscape photography, or nobody buys nature photography anymore. And maybe you've heard something like, if you really want to make money, you should photograph weddings. You should photograph people. Most people probably don't realize how much those comments stick with us, but they do. You head out with a camera, you start to photograph something that you absolutely love, and suddenly that little voice starts whispering, maybe they're right. Last week, we talked about two beliefs that kept photographers stuck. So I promised you on the next episode, I want to go a step further because even after we recognize those beliefs, for us photographers taking our passion to profit and making money from what we love, the strength of building your photography business and to keep going is what we're going to talk about today.
Welcome to Capture and Connect. Insight, challenges, and proven strategies to help you take your passion for photography and turn it into an income-generating business. And now here's your host, Janice Sullivan.
Welcome back to Capture and Connect. I've been on vacation and I got sick. I feel sick right now. I can't believe that, but whatever. I'm here because I miss you guys. This is a premiere and I'm in the chat. So come on over and say hi. This is a place for you, landscape, nature, fine art photographers, to have a place to build your business. Today is so important because your mind either will help you in your business or bring you down. And then mind will keep going and go into your heart. So I'm here to pump you up because that's what I like to do. You can do this. Listen to this journey. I'll have questions for you. Feels good when you sell what you love, sell your passion to profit. There's nothing wrong with that. Your mindset determines what opportunities you'll notice and which ones you'll completely miss. Some opportunities that you should just go for. But the mind's like, I don't think I could do that. I don't have the time. Those little things that pop in your head. And sometime in the future, there will be a day when someone says something that makes you question yourself again. When that happens, I hope that you come back and listen to this conversation. I have had photographers ask me, Janice, how did you end up teaching business when you started as a fine art photographer? And when I talk about it, I get very passionate about it because I want them to know that I never stopped being a photographer, first of all. I have lived a wonderful life. I'm 62 years old right now. Most women don't like to say their age, but I will. And when I look back over my career, most of it has been licensing my photography to the hospitality industry. Photography has always been my foundation. What changed was how I shared it to the world. So when I get the question of how did you take your passion to profit? And they say, when did you realize there were more ways to actually build a photography business than just selling prints? Because we always think in the beginning, printing is what we can do as a landscape, nature, and fine art photographer. And honestly, I loved printing. In college, I had so much fun in the dark room printing my work. But what I teach and what I want to help you with the mindset is I can only give you what I have done because I know it works. Honestly, I did not have one big light bulb moment. I just got curious. So what I would do is I would try something like printing, and then I would find a real client. And then I would test it on this person. And I still do this to this day when I'm doing new things. So I find somebody, a real person, not a friend, not a family, when I'm really serious. Sometimes I may test things with family and friends just to see if it's something I enjoyed, but I knew I'd liked printing before. But I wanted to work with a real client, of somebody I didn't truly know. I was a warm person, somebody I kind of knew, but it wasn't like cold traffic where I didn't know any of these people. I would go and say, "Hey, I'm trying something new. I want to see if I enjoy it, and I want to see if you like it." And I did it. And I would keep building it if I liked it. If I really truly enjoyed it, I kept building it. If I didn't, I moved on really fast and tried something else. Now think about you. So I would ask you, what's next? I ask myself, what's next? Once you have that feeling, you got to go for it a couple times though, because always when something's new, you're not going to totally enjoy it. You just got to say to yourself, from your gut instincts, do I really like this? Can I build upon this or no? But because my heart hurt for photographers that wanted to make money, didn't know how to do it because we're different than just traditional businesses. And I kept getting the questions. How do you make a business? How do you make a business? How do you make money? It wasn't like I was getting bored about repeating myself because I knew each person was getting something out of it. And if they wanted to run with it, they can. If they're like, no, that's not for me, fine. Go do something else that you love because that's what life's about, right? So eventually I realized I wasn't leaving photography. Photography was leading me somewhere new. And that's exactly what I teach today. Photography is part of you. It's not like the main thing. It takes you to places, especially when you're taking your passion to profit. So please don't spend years trying to build the perfect plan before you even begin. I'm here to tell your mind, let's take some action. Let's test your ideas. Let's work with real people like Janice did. Let's see what brings you excitement and energy and see what solves a problem for somebody else. That feels good when you're helping somebody else. And that's how you get paid. People pay for value, they respect it more. Nothing is wasted when you're learning. And it's a lifelong learning experience. And I love it. It's not stagnant. If you want to be a robot, do robot stuff, then this is not your gig. I'll just let you know right now. It is so much fun to keep learning, to keep experiencing. You're going to have up and downs. That's okay. That's why I'm here for you, to keep you uplifted, and let's do it. So maybe that's where you're at today. Maybe you're trying something new, or you are like, I like it, but I'm not sure. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe you're not. Let me just ask you something really quick. Has someone ever told you there wasn't any money in the kind of photography that you love to shoot? I have a feeling you have heard that. But here's what I've learned that I want to help you with. When we believe there's only one way to build a photography business, our brain stops looking for every other possibility. We begin searching for proof that our dream won't work. That's what mindset does. It filters what we see. Pay attention. You'll notice it, even on just regular life. But when we begin to believe there may be more opportunities, we start noticing things we missed before. Those opportunities were always there. Your mindset simply wasn't looking for them. One of the things that I truly love helping photographers discover is that there are far more opportunities than most people realize. Sometimes the business that you build isn't the one you imagined when you first picked up your camera. That's normal and it's okay. This is something that is the core of what I teach in CC Biz Method. Don't guess for years. Get into the real world, build relationships, listen, and test your ideas. Pay attention to what people respond to. Refine as you go. Your photography business isn't discovered by sitting at your desk wondering what might work. It is totally discovered by taking action. That's exactly how I built mine. That's why I'm talking about this in this episode. Here's another one that I want to throw out to you when it comes to mindset. And I'm curious, if fear disappeared tomorrow, what would your dream photography business actually look like? Not what everyone says you should build. What would you generally love waking up every morning to create? I'd love to hear your answer down in the comments, or if you're here in the premiere, let me know. It's your life, it's your passion to profit. If you remember only one thing from today's episode, please remember this. Don't let someone else's belief become your own. Your mindset will either convince you opportunities that don't exist, or it will help you recognize the ones that have been waiting for you all along. If today's conversation has you thinking, I know I want to build something with my photography, but I'm just not sure what that looks like yet, I'd love to invite you to my photography business boot camp. I have one in the spring and the fall. So this fall, it'll be coming up again. That's where we work together to stop guessing and start building a photography business around what you generally love. I'll leave the information down below. Sometimes we all need a reminder that our mindset shapes what we believe is possible. You've got this. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And thank you so much, CC Crew, for hanging out with me in the chat. Keep believing in what is possible to take your passion to profit. People pay for value, and you are valuable. I'll see you next Tuesday on Capture and Connect. Cheers, my friend. If you would like to get show notes, links that I talk about in the episode, and a bunch of other goodness like freebies to help you build your photography business, then head on over to photobizmethod.com. photobizmethod.com. See you there.